Well, really, my interest in painting and drawing started when I was in West Yorkshire, but the family moved down to Sussex, and I was very fortunate to go to a school where art and craft was very much valued, and more or less took it from there and followed on from there, went on to university, and then did various other jobs connected roughly with art and design work, but decided that I would like to try my hand at teaching after giving it a few years consideration, and that really has been that and painting has been my professional working life up to this point. I still do quite a bit of teaching, but adult classes. I would say it's within the tradition of the English watercolour canon that going right back to people like Girtin, Constable, Turner, but obviously looking at work with a contemporary eye, but also looking back and giving a nod in the direction of the history of painting that's come from England and the landscape. And that's been my big interest, the landscape and seascape too. I'm really often interested in the not so obvious subjects, the quiet corners, and often I'd like to go back to the same place and to view the same scene and depict the same scene at different times of the year, but ones that have light, texture, atmosphere, that give an essence of the place, really. Generally speaking, it's one painting seen through from start to finish, but it may be over a number of days or weeks between starting it and completing it. But watercolour's unusual in that it's a very immediate medium, so that putting on a watercolour wash, mixing it might take 10 minutes to get the different shades that I want to achieve, but actually applying them is a bit like a tightrope act. It's got to be done within 10-15 seconds. Well, I'd like to continue to develop within the English landscape tradition, the watercolour tradition. I'd also like to continue teaching, which is my sort of contribution to passing it on, because there are various... Watercolour is really a difficult medium, and a lot of people go to watercolour thinking, oh, it's watercolour paint, it's like school, that's easy. But in fact, it's a very fickle medium, and so if I can pass on some of the tips and enthusiasm to my group, as well as a certain amount of humour, because nobody likes to make a mess of a painting, but sometimes it goes that way.